Doing a little more food prep today, visiting my barber. So, always like to feed people, you know that. If you got a little extra, always share. Ooh.
Bring it back, bring it, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it.
Okay. Created this monstrosity for breakfast. I got a cup of cooked rice under there, a cup of cubed up chicken breast, and then I believe it's 10 egg whites and 2 whole eggs, and then some homemade sesame sauce and some horseradish mustard. Yeah, this is just a massive amount of calories to start the day. I managed to get almost 8 hours of sleep. I was exhausted. I thought I was getting sick just from being out all weekend. It was cold when we were doing our food drive and our clothing drive, and thought I was getting sick, so I fell asleep, got a lot of sleep, and now I'm gonna need a whole bunch of food. Not overly appetizing, but it's got to be downed. Yep, more boring ass food prep. Half dozen more chicken breasts going in the oven. Even got myself a chia loaf. Nice thing about having some industrial equipment is I can make up a dozen loaves, freeze them, pull them out, let them proof, and throw them in the oven. Much cleaner source. Like, I'm not a huge bread person, but occasionally I do like to switch things up with a sandwich, throw some peanut butter on it, whatever. It's good stuff. And there's no preservatives, no crap in there, not a lot of added sugar and stuff like that, and it tastes amazing. So, yep, this is the day of the healthy lifestyle. So, just thought I'd include it, nothing special. Still haven't figured out if I'm going to the gym yet, because I have nothing else to show you. A bunch of steam, some loaf, some chicken that's almost done. That's right, the loaf already smells amazing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there it is. Smells ridiculously amazing. And there's more boring ass chicken. Ugh. Mmm. Ugh. Mmm. Ugh. Oh shit, you caught me. Ice cream sandwich cookie thingy. You know what? It is what it is. I'm not cutting for a contest. Not that I'm making excuses, but just understand we all fall off that diet bandwagon every once in a while. I'm just going to enjoy this. It's a few too many calories. Just remember to enjoy life when you're doing this thing that is fitness or health based. Is this the best option? Who knows? I'm not here to judge, but I like it, so I'm gonna eat it. Anyways, so I know I took a day off 2 days ago, and I hit chest pretty hard yesterday. Shoulder wasn't feeling the best, and I was supposed to do legs today, but I've actually got back-to-back days of training with training partners. Tomorrow morning, first thing in the morning at like 5 o'clock, will be legs, followed, which is obviously going to be heavy. You never go light on legs. What's the point of that? And then followed by that will be a back training day. And my guest wants, obviously, to train heavy because she's a competitor. All right, cool. So in my books, today was a good day to take off, which has allowed me to do a lot of running around and catching up. As you can see behind me, a bunch of bags of clothing, making sure that's making it to the population so that, you know, it's not quite, you know, heavily below freezing, but it's close enough that if you're outside 24 hours a day, you're damn cold. So driving around, making sure this gets on people who don't have the right clothing. At the same time, delivering a bunch of pasta dishes that we've made and cooked up, delivering them warm. I just felt today was an important day to do that kind of stuff rather than go to the gym and maybe not. I mean, if I'm going to train another heavy day, 2 more heavy days, the relaxation on the body is good. I may still go in and work abs, which is kind of, you know, counterintuitive to an ice cream sandwich, but I'm just going to do it. And I'm going to enjoy it. What else do we got to... Oh, I got to go film a little bit of content, because on next Monday we've got our young entrepreneurs, kind of like a gathering seminar where basically we've brought in a few senior loans officers from a business development financial institution here in Canada, and they're going to explain to young entrepreneurs the process of building a business plan, as well as, you know, getting initial stages of funding to open up a business. We're all about that entrepreneur life. You know that. You've seen us doing it all the time. And I have made it my focus, along with a lot of our other group, to get young entrepreneurs the most information up front, so they're not making those costly mistakes. Not that you don't learn well from mistakes, but I don't think a lot of them are necessary. You know, like a lot of people they lose their dream, lose their vision, because they hit the wrong snags that they don't know were avoidable. They just assume that that's the be-all end-all of failure. No, sometimes it's just a matter of not having the right knowledge or the right tools available at the beginning. Like, I know in my life I've made a lot of mistakes, but because I'm stubborn as hell and do not give up, I kept going. So I know what it looks like on the other side of difficult, you know. And this is what I want to give these. Not that I want to make it easy on them, but I want to remove the obstacles that stop them from pushing forward. I know, it's a long-ass rant, but that's what's going to happen next Monday. So I got to go film the invite for that. It's going to go up on the 1% Life page. I think we're only going to invite 2 or 3 dozen people and host the evening. So what else can I tell you? I can tell you the ice cream sandwiches are delicious, especially when you eat chicken and rice 4 times a goddamn day. But man, I'm just swollen up right now. This part of the challenge where, okay, first off, I'm not doing this every day, twice a day, 3 times a week. No. I'm just showing you that I will do this once a week. As, like, to me, a cheat meal shouldn't be something nasty unless you're nowhere near competition, you're already fairly healthy. You go eat what you want. But if you got a purpose, you shouldn't be having nasty cheat meals that often. When I say a cheat meal, it means go to a restaurant and have their burger as opposed to making it yourself. That's what I mean. I wouldn't do this more than once every second week. So I'm just setting that example. Where was I going with that? Oh yeah, these are damn good. But anyways, not sure if this will truly be a day off or not. Like I said, may go work abs. Not too sure, but I got to get some content done. What else can I tell you? You know what? I'll leave it at that for now. If I need to turn the camera back on, I will. So potentially see you in a few minutes. So I haven't yet figured out if I'm going to actually get into the gym to do a workout. So I'm down in the dungeon on the stationary bike, burning a few calories while I'm making up my mind. Kind of came to a decision that my shoulder, my left one here, while it doesn't hurt right now, the range of mobility is not coming back as quickly as I would like. So what I'm going to do is probably nurse it back a little bit. I'm only going to do lightweight resistant exercises. I'll still do some presses, but with very minimal weight to try and keep it stronger. But I think what that's going to allow me to do, as you can tell, I'm very gifted in upper body mass. With previous injuries, my legs have suffered. They're not like small by regular people standards, but as a bodybuilder, which I've never been, they are lagging, and mainly in the hamstrings, because of that really bad tear that I had 6 years ago, where I tore the membranosus off the tendinosis. I could show you pictures if you want. Just make sure you're not eating. No, we won't do that. It's kind of gross. But it's a really cool war story. Anyways, what I was thinking I'll do is, instead of going really heavy, switch hands, for upper body activities. Like, I can still go pretty heavy for like bicep, tricep training, that kind of stuff. But here, let me just stop pedaling for a bit. I can really focus on back, biceps, triceps, and legs and go heavy on those days. Kind of like how I was explaining a few episodes ago, that you don't always want to be putting in maximum effort for every body part, because then your body's just overly stressed. Like there's only so much recovery your body's capable of. And when you're not an enhanced athlete, as we'll call it, your recovery can take 2 to 3 times as long. So when you exert a lot of effort every day or even 5 days a week, there's only so much recovery your body can do. Even if it's 2 different body parts, your body has to enable its mechanisms of repair. Just because you work legs one day, shoulder the next, doesn't mean your body has the ability to repair both at maximum efficiency. That's just not how it works. So I think because I am fairly top heavy and I've got enough mass, I'm just going to maintain that through the following workouts. And biceps, triceps, and legs, I'm going to train very, very heavy, maybe even heavier than I have up to this point. So that'll be fun. I'm going to try that for a couple weeks. It's one of those things where it could upset you, it could bruise your ego to lift light, or you can just accept that sometimes an injury, especially at my age, can take longer to heal. So why push it? Why make it worse? It's me acknowledging that maybe my body isn't able to recover as quick as it used to, and I'm going to do what works best to get me back into optimal health. And so I'll focus, like I said, on what I can still do incredibly well, and I will focus more on refining the areas that I already have mass. So there you go. There's another 3.5 minutes of me chatting, but what else can I talk about? For today, I've basically made it. I haven't eaten a ton of protein today. I'll probably be in about the 140, 150 gram range, but I have upped my clean carbs just as like a slight off day refuel kind of thing. So I'm feeling pretty good. Not sluggish at all, because I'm not eating a lot at once. I had that really big meal to start the day, but since then I've only been having like more like snack meals, somewhere in the 150 to 200 calories. Like I had 2 slices of Ezekiel bread with some peanut butter and banana slices on it. Big deal. 180 calories. I'll burn through that walking up the stairs. Yeah, I'm probably going to have some of that chia bread. Ooh, I've had bread more than once in a day. Not even a huge fan of bread, but when it's clean and it tastes good and you enjoy eating, that's your treat for the week. Like you saw me having a ice cream sandwich, which probably wasn't the best thing to have, but my mind loved it. And I drank a whole bunch of water after it, and I don't feel terribly bad about it. So am I going to do it daily? No. Am I going to enjoy it once a week, once every second week? Yes. Will I enjoy maybe heavier, not heavier, but just more carbs once a week? Absolutely. Because that's how I'm finding my body works best. So, all right, now I've killed another 5 minutes. May or may not get to the gym, but this is a really good day of discovery for me, because I'm taking the time to relax and reassess my body. And this is where we're sitting right now. So I'm excited to get back into the gym tomorrow and push legs very, very heavy with my guest. All right. So if this is the end of day 16, cool. If not, there might be a little more footage. But otherwise, I'll see you. I think we got a 5 a.m. date to move some weights. Right on. So, coming to the end of day 16, didn't actually make it to the gym, didn't train abs. You saw me doing a bit of bike work there just to burn some extra calories. But while I was doing that, I kind of decided, like you heard me saying earlier, that I'm probably going to go lighter for my chest and shoulder routines. Like I can still do forward presses, not a problem. It's those presses where I have to go up or behind, or even like a fly. I really feel it back here, and I don't enjoy it. So you know what? It is what it is. I'll still do really heavy arms, or as heavy as I can. I'll train back really heavy. I'll train legs really heavy. So you'll see that, but you'll also see that I'm going to take it easier and give this shoulder a little more time to recover. So that'll be interesting. As far as eating today, I lowered my protein. I probably got maybe 140, 150 grams of protein in today. Not a lot, but I jacked my carbs up to over 400. Now, even for my final meal, got some plain ass Cheerios with some oat milk and some of that chia bread that I had made with some cleaner peanut butter. Yeah, so that's what I'm eating as a bedtime snack kind of thing. It's not adding a whole hell of a lot of calories, but I probably did get about 2,600 in today. Mostly carbs. Didn't eat a lot of fatty foods, so nothing to worry about there. Even starting the day off, I only had a cup of rice, but I had so much protein in there. I had a cup of chicken and probably 3 cups of cooked egg whites. So there's next to nothing for fats in there. On days when I'm not training heavy, I try not to take in a lot of fats. So that's just my philosophy. I don't typically take in a lot of fats. I usually have to add in things like olive oil or avocado oil or avocados or sesame oil, that kind of thing, so I can actually bump up my fats. Oh, look at that. Wow. But anyways, I'm going off on a tangent. So yeah, day 16's over. Wasn't an overly strenuous day, but like I said, it was a day for a lot of reflection, and I think that's really going to help going forward. Tomorrow I've got a guest for legs, and then the day after that I got another guest on training back with me. So that'll be exciting. Those will be the shorter episodes, will go into my daily uploads, and then the plate date episodes will be the full episodes, usually within 3-4 days after the workout, because it takes a lot more editing to do a 30, 40, 50-minute workout. So, all right, we'll call this a day. Thanks for, if you stayed this long, thanks for watching this entire video and listening to me complain about my damn shoulder. Well, at least my arms are growing a little bit. Still too small for my upper body, but we'll get there. All right, signing out, day 16.